Alrighty, so we are testing out the new dev build. For those of you who are unfamiliar as to what this is, the game developers allow certain content creators to test out the future updates. So as you can see, we do have a new legendary unit. Honestly, not even sure I know how to pronounce its name. This one here, is it Treant? I'm guessing it's Treant. That's what I'm going to call it. But by the time you've seen this video, you've probably seen other people playing it. This is my first time taking a look. But we're going to read through, try to understand a little bit about what this legendary unit is all about. Let's go ahead and read the information first here. So it says the Treant attacks the first target. When appearing, always has the merge rank of 1. When two Treants merge, a new unit is not formed. Instead, the Treant receives 2 leaf charges for every rank of the Treants used for merging. Interesting. Keep in mind this content is subject to change. These are still under development, so nothing here is official. It could be a different name, different talents, different description, different abilities that the unit has. So keep that in mind. Nothing is official here. Units and abilities that increase rank give 1 leaf charge instead of increasing rank. So at some point it does increase the rank though, right? Is it like 2 or 3, or is it the ability? The mana ability. Not sure yet. Once every 6 leaf charges, the Treant increases its rank. There you go. Answered my question. But it only has 4 merge ranks. So nothing above 4, huh? Interesting. Can it go above 4? It just has 4 abilities? I don't know. At each rank, the Treant changes its shape, receiving new abilities. At rank 2, it gains bonus to attack speed. At rank 3, it gains area attack. At rank 4, it gains a damage boost. Okay. Treants are immune to effects that decrease ranks. So no shaman or pocket curse, I guess, huh? Or like the blaze lion, whatever the, I can't think of its name, but that would be interesting. What about like the bosses, like assassin? I don't know. Instead, they lose 1 leaf for each corresponding charge. Using mana power produces the rank of a random unit that is not a Treant of the highest level. So keep that in mind when using this. When using the mana ability, if you have a tier 7 something or other on your board, this is going to decrease the rank. Interesting. This grants 1 leaf to each of as many Treants as the number of ranks the affected unit has. Okay, so if it's rank 1 up to rank 4, it grants 1 leaf to each of as many Treants as the number of ranks the affected unit has. Okay, I think there's an easier way of describing that, but that's the description as of now. Interesting. Okay, let's go through here then. We'll go into this way. And let's look at some of the talents. Let's go ahead and we'll just do a quick upgrade these times. This is a developer build. It's not my own account. I have not this much gold, don't worry. Okay, so let's take a look. We got that maxed out now. We'll go ahead and ascend to this to level 9. So we've got Arboreal Guard or Mycelium Masters. Right. First talent on the left side, not salad. I mean, it's trees, leaves. I don't know. Treants of merge rank 4 gain the ability to accumulate leaves and a 40% bonus to critical damage. Every leaf adds 5% to damage dealt. After 10 leaves, the bonus is reduced. Interesting. Okay. Right side. Treants of merge rank 4 gain the ability to accumulate leaves while also increasing the damage dealt by all treants by 7%. Each leaf adds 0.35% to the damage increase. Interesting. Okay, bump this up to a tier 11. Not tier 11, talent. Talent level 11. Once the unit is released, we will go ahead and play each of these at different levels. It's tough to do with dev build just because oftentimes there's not another content creator right on. And we're kind of crunched on time where we only have a day or two to really test everything out. But we will be swapping back and forth between these once we have them maxed out to see if we can get some game content that way. But after the unit is released, I don't know if it will be like another festival event or a talent event or something like that that's coming up. I don't have dates on that at all, but when the unit is released, we'll go ahead and work on getting that maxed out. So level 11, right? Left side. When receiving a negative effect, it has a 20% chance to be cleansed of them. Now keep in mind, there are other negative effects aside from just decreasing its merge rank, which it's already immune to based on the description. So that one can still be good, but if you're playing it with Mermaid, you know, maybe choose the right side here. So defoliation, we just read regeneration, but defoliation, the amount of leaves resulting from using mana power-up has a chance of 40% to be doubled. Okay. Bump it up to 13. Spiny roots or mushroom nausea. Cool. Upon receiving a leaf, the treant spreads spiny roots that deal 200% damage of the treant every 0.5 seconds or 5 seconds. And this is 2 monsters on the path, I'm assuming, right? That's what I would assume. It doesn't specify, but that's where the damage is typically being dealt, right? Or right side, mushroom nausea. Every 15th time it attacks, the treant throws a toxic mushroom at a random monster. Now it describes monsters. Briefly stunning it and dealing 300% damage. That's a lot. Bosses and mini-bosses are priority targets. Good to know. Alrighty, and let's go max talent on the Treant. Power of the Grove. When receiving a leaf, the Treant has a 20% chance to receive 1 more leaf. If there are 4 Treants of rank 4 or above on the field, all Treants increase their chance of dealing critical damage by 5%. Okay, I would love to see some gameplay ahead of time just to understand. I know we see this right here, but this doesn't always do it justice at all. So before hopping into some gameplay, I may go watch other people play it first. I mean, I guess it takes the joy out of experimenting it, but still, I'm trying to understand with this only being up to a rank 4, really how much damage it is putting out. Typically, the newer units that they are releasing are DPS units, so everything kind of revolves around that. So I guess we'll jump in and go take a look. Question is, what do we want to play first? Should we just go all left side first? We'll figure it out as we go. Up at 8,000 trophies is where they have us playing. So I really don't know. Okay, we do have a bot immediately. Alright, let's test this out here. Okay, so does it start by merging them? Is that my guess? I don't know yet. We'll find that out, won't we? Because that's an acorn right now, huh? sure here. Okay. Does it have to be? Huh. Alright, we will figure this out. Definitely not where I want it. So, we will want to get that moved over to one of our stronger tiles, huh? Because they disappear. The leaves disappear. That's good. Good to know. Alright. Those didn't disappear. I don't know why the other ones disappeared, though. We will find out. At least it's not a shaman deck. At least it's not a shaman deck. Even though that wouldn't necessarily impact our main guys, but it is still pretty annoying. So merging it decreased it, huh? Interesting concept here. Very unique, I would say, huh? At least to the game. I know the character you could probably find in other games, but to this game, it's a unique mechanic. And is it beneficial then to have? I would assume it's beneficial to have multiple at rank 4, right? Is that possible? We will find out. Right, we'll leave those there for now. Took it out decently quick. I mean, it's just the second wave though, right? Nothing crazy. So is it once it gets above 6? Is that right? Is that description? I really don't remember now. Keep in mind we're at 8,000 crit, but we, sorry, 8,000 trophies, but I wanted to test play a lower crit so that it was a little bit more relevant. So I think we're only at about 3,800 in comparison to some of these bots that we'll play against that are, what, at 7,000 crit, something like that. So we'll see. I don't remember what his crit was at when we looked at it. I don't think the game's gonna go very long. He can't take that up. These bots have not that great of decks to compare to. Okay, that took way too long. Takes a while to get it up to a tier 4, huh? Quite a while. There's a tier 4, finally. Alright, there's a tier 2, tier 3. Okay, so if I was to merge these into each other, then I would have a tier 4, right? Or it automatically bumps it up once we finally get it. I don't know, let's test it out. Yeah, there's a tier 4. But maybe that's not always the case. I don't know. I don't think this game's gonna go long enough for us to figure that out, huh? But nothing above a tier 4, it sounds like. Wonder why they did that. Or if it's still comparable to something at a tier 7. I don't know. So 4,000 crit, they're about the same. But bots are not meant to go that far, apparently. Okay, a little bit better of an understanding there then. Let's try again. I think the majority of these games that we're going to be getting are going to be against the same type of deck, so it really doesn't showcase it very well. But we will we'll get with a content creator if we can. And we've only got a few more hours. I wasn't able to play it further back, but or earlier in the weekend. So we are playing left side level 11 talent, aren't we? Which means when receiving a negative effect, there's a 20% chance of it being cleansed. Okay, keep that in mind. So will this make a tier 3? It will. Okay. Good to know. But I can't copy it with Harlequin, huh? Interesting. Was a 20% cleanse. I don't know how great that is. So we don't want to merge it that way then, huh? We're going to merge into it as opposed to out. Good to know. So if I merge into it, that'll bump it up to 3, right? Or up to 5, I guess. But if I go down, then I lose those? Is that what I'm gathering here? Yeah, just like that. So we could have made it into a tier 3, but we merged it the wrong way. So don't do that, I guess. So merge into it that has a higher number. That's kind of confusing a little bit, huh? Merge into it, tier 3. This guy doesn't want to cleanse at all, huh? See the likelihood, even though it's a 20% chance, doesn't always mean it's going to actually work well. We are struggling a bit. So if we use the mana ability, it does take that down. But now we have... Okay, so we can copy that, merge into that. Don't know. Let's move down to here. There's a lot of sound effects on that, though. Interesting. Maybe they'll adjust that so it's not so loud. That kind of gets annoying after a while. That didn't even cleanse it, did it? That doesn't cleanse it. Wow. You would think by merging into it, it would cleanse it, but it doesn't. Okay. It does when we create a higher tier, though, huh? So a witch deck could do really well against this. Potentially, huh? Three, 5, or 6? Or does it go up by 3? I don't remember. Let's also experiment to see if a fairy will cleanse this. Wait, does it? Okay. At least the dryad fairies still cleanse it, so that's good to know. Anything there? Spamming, huh? Okay, so it goes up by 3, is that correct? Whoop. I think we get flipped here. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, huh? Keep feeding it, huh? Alright, so a little bit better of a matchup here, I guess. It seems a little bit more difficult, huh? How do we have such few... Holy crap. How do we have such few units on the board? I guess because if it disappears, it takes you all the way back down to a tier 1 when you have to merge them out, huh? There's no way that you'd get flipped and have a tier 3 or tier 4 Treant on the map. Dang. That's tough. So Bedlam sucks extra against Treant. Good to know. Yeah, some visuals still need to be repaired in this, but I think they are aware of that. So that was a bit of a better game there. Learning more though, so definitely which you can't just merge it out as you can with other units. You have to wait until it gets up to, is it a 6, right? Let's double check on that again here. Yeah, once every 6 leaf charges. And keep in mind, from what we noticed, if you are not merging into the one that already has the leaf charges, and you merge with the one that has the leaf charges into the one that doesn't, or a lower amount, you lose those. Interesting. So the Treant receives 2 leaf charges for every rank the Treant used for merge. Okay. So either 2 leaf charges if you just have a single tier rank 1, merge rank 1, but then when you put them in, it receives 4 charges at that point, huh? It's receiving 2 leaf charges for every rank of the Treant. So then automatically, well, not automatically, but a tier 2 into a tier 2. So for sure a tier 3 into a tier 3 is always going to make a tier 4. Yeah, that's interesting. All right, well, there's your first look at it. We'll see what changes they make, but any of this content is subject to change. But let me know what your thoughts are. Is this a viable new unit that you envision being the new meta? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, let me know. Thanks. See you guys.